Sarah, I love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Oh, my God. This isn't really happening, is it? I feel like this is a dream or something. Yes, yes, I will marry you. Oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. I have been waiting for this day for so long. I'm gonna treasure this moment forever.
I really don't know what to say right now. I can't believe you said yes. I should be the one thanking you. I promise that I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the world. Thanks so much for accepting me. Let's start planning out our wedding together. I know that you've always had a dream wedding in mind. I'm gonna do everything I can to make your dream wedding come true. I know how much it means to you.
Oh, I still haven't managed to completely process what happened yet. This is the best day of my life. Yes, let's definitely plan out the wedding. I want to do it together with you, though. It's your wedding as well, after all. Let's make it a really special day for the both of us. I'm already looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, I still haven't managed to process this either. It's like I'm still in a dream. My legs are still shaking from the adrenaline. Can I put this ring on your finger then?
Yes, please do. That thing is so beautiful. It's so much nicer than anything that I could ever imagine. Oh, yeah, my hands are shaking too. It might be a little difficult for you to put it on.
I'm really looking forward to our future together. I've loved you for such a long time, and I'm so relieved that this has finally happened. I was so nervous for the past few weeks over this. I'm glad that it ended in a good way.
I can imagine you were nervous. You did a good job hiding it, though. Yeah, I am looking forward to our future together, too. This entire day was fantastic, by the way. The theme park, the restaurant, were both perfect. I'm definitely going to remember this day for the rest of my life.
I'm glad that you feel that way. This is going to be in my memory forever, too. Want to go for a walk outside together? There is so much that I want to talk about.
Yeah, a walk sounds nice. I think I need to calm down a little, too. Let's go.
Yeah, some fresh air would be nice, right? Let's go.
Sis, you're the worst. Oh my God, you are so horrible. I can't believe you tried to keep this all a secret, too. I never thought you would do anything this horrible to me. I'm your sister. I can't believe you could do this to me. This is taking things way too far, even for your standards. What do you think that you're doing, stealing my boyfriend? There's absolutely no way something like this should be okay to do. You are a thief, and you should be ashamed by what you've done.
Wait, you're really confusing me, Megan. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Stole your boyfriend? I did not do something like that at all. Could you please explain to me what you're talking about? I'm pretty sure you have the wrong person, or you're misunderstanding something.
Oh, stop pretending that you don't know what I'm talking about. I know that you're guilty of doing this. You're spreading the rumor that you are marrying my boyfriend, Kenny. He's my boyfriend, you know. I really can't believe that you have the guts to do something like this. You've even posted about this on social media, too. I never thought that you were the kind of person to do this. You're gonna get into so much trouble for this. Just you wait for it. I'm gonna make sure you regret doing this so damn much.
You're really starting to confuse me now. Have you gone crazy or something? I still don't know what you're accusing me of. One thing that I can say for sure is that I haven't stolen your boyfriend at all. I would never do something like that in the first place. I don't know what you're misunderstanding. Is this about me getting married to my boyfriend, Kenneth, soon?
That's exactly what I'm angry about. I can't believe that you have the audacity to try to get married to him. He's my boyfriend, you know. You can't steal him from me like this. What you're doing is so evil and terrible. Give him back to me right now. You're so evil for even attempting to do something like this to me.
What? Give him back? What are you talking about?
You really aren't making any sense at all.
He proposed to me, and we've been dating basically forever. He was never your boyfriend, and he never will be. You and Kenneth aren't seeing each other, right? What gave you this kind of idea in the first place? Are you drunk or something right now? That's definitely what it sounds like.
Did you just ask me what gave me this idea? You're the one that's crazy for asking me something like this. Are you doubting our love that we have for each other? He is the love of my life. We are destined to be together. He's the one that's meant to be with me. I decided a long time ago when I was a little girl that I was going to marry Kenny someday. It was always my dream to marry him. Then you came out of nowhere and tried to steal him from me. You're currently trying to destroy my dream I had since I was a little child. I started loving him way before you did.
I am not doing anything like that. What has gotten into you? You should read through the messages that you just sent me. Then you might realize just how insane you're sounding right now. Kenneth is my fiance. We're getting married because we love each other. There's nowhere for you to fit in.
I'm not the insane one. It's you that's insane. I can see why you're misunderstanding this entire situation, though. You're the same age as Kenny, I give you that. You guys also spent a lot of time with each other because you always went to school together up until high school, but I'm the one who promised to marry him first. We promised to marry many, many, many years ago. That's why you need to give up on marrying him. You also need to stop spreading these false rumors about your marriage with him right now. Also, stop posting pictures of you guys together on social media too. People are going to be tricked by your lie, and it's going to make this entire situation a huge mess. He is not getting married to you, after all.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Are you sure? Are we talking about the same guy here? Kenneth? You're still living with our parents right now, right? Kenneth and I are living together, very far away from where you are. This should be enough proof to show that I'm the one that's gonna marry him. We've both got jobs here, and we've been living together for a while now. It's physically impossible for you and Kenneth to be dating each other. At best, you get to see each other when he goes back to see his parents during the holidays or something. That just doesn't make sense at all. So, yeah, this is either a huge misunderstanding or you're going crazy. I am leaning toward you being crazy being the actual reason. You should go get yourself checked out at the hospital if you're serious about all of this.
We have a long-distance relationship. It happens sometimes. It's more common than you would think. It really doesn't matter how many times we get to see each other. As long as we love each other, that's all that matters. Our love is so strong that it doesn't get broken even if we're living far away from each other. Kenny loves me more than you, Sarah. I know that for a fact. You really need to stop calling me crazy and realize that you're the one that's crazy. I want you to stop dating him and leave his place right now. I'm gonna take your place once you're gone.
And what makes you so convinced and confident that you're the one dating him then? Show me some proof. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't feel the same way about you at all. Also, there's absolutely no way I'm leaving this place. This is partly my house too, and I really like it here.
Well, because Kenny was always nice to me ever since I was little. He always spoiled me too. He was so kind and gentle on top of that. He even gave me whatever I wanted. All I had to do was ask him. He was always so sweet. That's more than enough proof to show that we're dating.
That's because you were such a spoiled brat since you were very young, and once you set your eye on something, you would never budge. We couldn't convince you any other way. Both Kenneth and I had a really hard time dealing with you all the time. He was only kind toward you because he didn't want you to start having a tantrum. Him being nice to you when you were little doesn't prove anything either. That all happened such a long time ago.
Well, things like this have happened more recently too, you know. Every time I went to visit there around where you guys live, Kenny asked me out on a date. We've had some wonderful times together, you know. One time, he treated me to a nice dinner and even bought me a souvenir gift to take home to my parents. He's so sweet. Do you see what I'm talking about now? He loves me more than you. I am the one that he's gonna marry.
You were visiting this area, Megan? When was that? I didn't hear anything about this at all. Are you sure that you're not just making this up randomly?
I am not making this up at all. You just don't want to accept the reality, do you? I see him way more often than you think. It's not just during the holidays like you think it is. I actually see him pretty often. We've even been to theme parks and watched football games together on a date. This is just a clear sign that he's into me. So, yeah, I am dating him, and that's for sure. I am the girl who Kenny really loves. I am the main girl in his life. I know you are my sister, but I cannot compromise this. He is too important for me to give up. He probably doesn't see you as an important person at all, actually. If I were you, I'd just give up already.
This is the first I'm hearing about this. Kenneth never told me anything like that before. There's got to be some sort of misunderstanding, right? This just doesn't make any sense at all. He's not the kind of guy that would cheat on me like this either.
Well, he doesn't show his true side to you. I'm the one that he shows his true self to. There's absolutely no way he would tell this to you. Why would he tell you that he was actually in love with me instead of you? It wouldn't make sense at all for him to do that. You're not gonna trick me with your filthy lies. Kenny is so nice and sweet, so he probably didn't want to upset you. That's why you don't know about this.
Cheating on me with you? I am not gonna believe this at all. But I'm the one who is marrying him soon. It's official. We've already prepared everything and set out the invites too. I'm getting married to him whether you like it or not. Nothing that you say or do is gonna stop this from happening. I also want you to stop accusing him of something like this.
So you must have used some dirty tricks to get him into marrying you then? That's the only explanation for this. You must have told him something to manipulate him and force him into marrying you. I bet that he couldn't say no to you because he's so nice and caring. He's the complete opposite of you. You were always like that since we were young. You are manipulative and evil. You trick people into doing things you want. You're sly and gimmicky too. This is why I've hated you for the longest time. Everything that you do really pisses me off.
I definitely haven't manipulated or controlled him into this at all. In fact, he was the one that asked me to marry him. I also know that you don't like me that much, but I really don't know what to do about that. I've tried to be nice to you, but you never seem to want to accept me for some reason.
Wait, so you don't even realize your own slyness? That's even worse! You have a horrible personality and, oh, your looks suck too. I am a better fit for him since I have a great personality, I have beautiful looks, and I'm more than anything you could ever be. I'm also a lot younger than you too. That's always a plus too. So yeah, it means that I'm a much better woman for him overall. So for those reasons I just mentioned, please give up on marrying Kenny. You don't deserve him, as he's obviously way too good for you. And also, one more thing, please delete all the posts on your social media. All of them. I don't want people to think that you're going to be getting married to him.
You really need to calm down about this. I'm gonna go and check with Kenneth to see if any of what you're saying is true. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere if we keep on talking to each other like this after all. Kenneth, sorry to bother you so late at night. I just want to ask you a few questions. Would that be okay?
What happened? Is everything okay? I just got done with my overtime and got on the train back home. I can't talk to you over the phone, but I can send you messages.
You're going home now? It's already past 9 p.m., isn't it? You've been having to work so much overtime, haven't you? You seem really busy these days. You must be so tired.
Oh, it's not so bad. I'm just trying to put in as much work as I can now so that I can take time off for our wedding and honeymoon. I won't feel so bad taking a bunch of time off if I get the majority of my work done now, after all.
Thanks, Kenneth. I really appreciate all the hard work that you've been putting in for us.
Not a problem at all. Anything for you, of course. So, what did you need to talk to me about? What's going on?
Well, you are working so hard for our wedding and honeymoon, so I hate to bring something like this up. It's not like I'm doubting you or anything like that at all. It's just that, have you been in touch with Megan lately by any chance? Or have you been seeing her lately in person?
I haven't seen her in person for a pretty long time now. But I do hear from her like every day, pretty much. She sends me so many messages, and I don't really know what to do about it at times. I only reply when I can, and that's not often at all, but she continues to send me messages in a row.
So you guys do kind of keep in touch then? Well, Megan told me that she is the one getting married to you, Kenneth. She texted me earlier and demanded that I give you back to her. She told me that you were gonna marry her instead of me. She said that she came to visit here several times, and every time she came, you took her out on a date. How much of what she's saying is actually true? Do you know what she's talking about at all?
A date? Is that really what she said? Wait, hold on. It's not like that at all. I wouldn't call those dates at all.
So you did do something together with her then? That part is true? Has she been troubling you in any way at all? She can be a pretty difficult person to deal with at times.
Well, I guess she can be a little troubling at times. She always lets me know when she comes to visit this area. She always sends me a list of places like theme parks and cafes that she wants to go to. She messages me like every single time, so I thought she was coming to visit with friends or something. So anyway, I replied to her just once, and I told her that I hope she had a good time over there. After I told her that, she appeared at our doorstep the next morning. It was really creepy, if I'm totally honest with you.
Wait, what? Did something like that really happen?
Yeah, she really showed up in front of me the next day. All I did was send her just one single text message. She said she took an all-night bus or something. However, I had to go to work, so I told her I couldn't see her during the day and I left for work. I completely thought that she had gone home, but when I got done with work and I stepped out of the office, she was waiting for me in front of my office. I didn't even know that she knew where I worked. I certainly have never told her about it, so she must have found out about it from someone else. Anyway, since she is my childhood friend, I asked her if she wanted to grab some dinner or something. It seemed like she had waited all day for me after all. I also didn't think that she would go home if I didn't talk and spend at least a little bit of time with her.
I'm sorry she made you go through an experience like this. I'm guessing that this day is what she is calling a date?
Well, I had no intention of going out on a date with her at all. It wasn't like that at all. She is just a childhood friend, and we just went there to eat, that was it. We all grew up together after all. I always had the role of taking care of her, so she's just like a younger sister to me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not accusing you of anything at all. I just wanted to hear what really happened from your mouth. I don't think you're the type of person to cheat on me. I just wanted to get to the bottom of this, as Megan was saying some really crazy things to me.
Cheat on you? This really isn't anything like that at all. She's the one that's constantly texting me and approaching me. Of course I would never cheat on you, Sarah. I could never do that to you. You are too important to me. I've always had my eyes on you since we were in middle school, Sarah. You're the most important person in my life, and you always will be. I had a crush on you for more than a decade before I finally managed to start dating you. I wouldn't do anything to risk ending this relationship with you.
Oh, Kenneth, you are making me blush now. I know that you're not cheating on me. I trust you completely. I also know that she's the one that's causing us all this trouble. She thinks that she's the one that's going to be marrying you for some reason.
Wait, she thinks that I'm gonna marry her? How did she end up coming to a conclusion like that? It doesn't make any sense. I just want you to know that you're the only person I have my eyes on. I was fuming inside when I watched you date other guys throughout middle school, high school, college. I just want you to know that there is no way I would ever cheat on you. It's just not possible at all.
Oh, Kenneth, you're so sweet. I feel so loved. I'm sorry that I even had to question you because of something that Megan said to me.
It's not like I had anything going on with Megan in the past either. I have no idea why she's making a misunderstanding like this. Also, she should know that I only have feelings for you too. I've talked to her in the past about you, actually. I asked her for some advice on how I would be able to make you fall in love with me. I think that clearly shows that I have feelings for you and not her.
Oh, So you've talked to her about something like that too? I have a strange feeling that she took that in the wrong way, though. I think she might have thought that you talking to her was a sign or something. She's really twisted, and she tends to twist stories into her liking. Maybe she thought that you were hitting on her or something.
You think so? Although I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, actually. She's that kind of person after all. Come to think of it, when we were really little, she was making me play house with her basically all the time. She made me play the role of her husband every single day, and she always started crying when I tried to leave. Maybe she's had an interest in me for a really long time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She's been even more crazier than usual recently, though.
I'm glad that we could talk about this now, though. It was a little awkward for me, too. She is your little sister, so it wasn't like I could completely ignore her. Should I say something to her, do you think? I don't really want to make her angry or upset. Who knows what she's gonna do?
Yeah, I think you should avoid contacting her. If you contact her, she'll probably get out of control again. She'll also interpret everything the way she wants as well. It's definitely gonna make things worse, I think. Would it be okay if I ask you not to reply to any of Megan's messages from now on? Actually, could you delete her contact altogether? I think that might be easier for you. I know that's a difficult ask, as you've known her for such a long time too, but I really think that this is the best thing to do for now.
It's okay. I think that this is the best move for now as well. Hopefully she'll realize that I'm not interested in her at all once she stops receiving messages from me completely.
I'm really sorry that she's putting you through all this trouble. It must have been difficult for you to deal with her constant messages and craziness.
I should be the one apologizing to you for not noticing how she feels towards me sooner. I should have handled it better. You and Megan are sisters, and we were all childhood friends. I really thought she only liked me like a big brother. I thought that she wanted my attention and wanted me to take care of her because we're like siblings. I guess I was completely wrong about that.
I thought the same way as you up till recently, but I've realized that even though she's family, she needs to be distanced. It's better if we keep some distance from Megan moving forward so she doesn't try to destroy our marriage. After we get married, we'll all be family, but let's just see her during the holidays and for special occasions. Let's keep a friendly distance from her.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan, actually. I'd rather avoid her causing trouble, especially before our wedding.
Thanks for being so understanding. Be careful going home.
Thanks, Sarah. Let me know if she causes you any more trouble, too.
Yeah, likewise. Tell me if she tries to do anything weird to you. I really hope that she doesn't make this into an even bigger problem. Hey, Megan! I can't believe you've done this! You need to delete your social media post right away and stop spreading false rumors to our local friends in our hometown. Everyone around us is really getting confused because of what you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah. Please, don't contact me if you don't have anything to say to me.
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You should know exactly what I'm talking about right now. You're spreading the word that I'm trying to steal Kenneth from you and force my way into marrying him? You're spreading false information like this online, aren't you? A lot of my friends and family have been contacting me to ask me what's happening. You're making it sound like I am an evil woman. Please stop this right now.
It's not false information at all. Everything that I've said is all the truth. You really are a very evil woman. I'm glad that everyone is finally starting to realize that fact. Kenny is going to be marrying me, and you know that. Stop making this difficult for all of us. Just give him back to me.
Kenneth told me there was nothing going on between you and him. All that happened was you invited yourself and visited him without his permission. That doesn't mean that you guys went on any dates. Also, you just bombarded him with messages? That doesn't mean you guys were dating or anything. You were just being a huge nuisance to him.
You're just saying that because you're really jealous of me. Oh yeah, those were very special dates for sure. He said he would cherish me and protect me forever. Those dates were the most romantic moments of my life. You can't just suddenly try to erase those precious memories.
He only said that he would protect you and cherish you forever when you guys were playing house as little kids. I also know that you made him say those lines back then. You really need to stop all this right now. You've managed to involve so many people in your stupid little lie now.
I am not making anything up. Stop accusing me of being a liar. Kenny is marrying me, and I know it. He is my boyfriend, and he loves only me. I am the better fit for him, as I'm way cuter than you. I know that he likes cute and younger girls. Give him back to me already. You're the one that needs to give up and stop already.
You should stop being so delusional and get a grip of yourself. You're completely in your own world right now. The undeniable fact is that you have never dated him in the past. The dates that you claim to have gone on with him was just you coming over without being invited. You forced him to hang out with you. You guys barely ever see each other, too. I live with him. It's very clear that I'm the one that's dating him.
Well, that's the reason why I haven't been able to see him much. It's not like I don't want to see him. I love to go on more dates with him if possible. I'm just limiting myself right now because we have a long-distance relationship. Once we get married, we're going to be spending so much time together anyway. I have so many things planned for us. He's going to take me to Paris with him on a romantic vacation. Then we're going to go to Disneyland together and have dinner at a nice hotel restaurant by the seaside. We're also going to go on a backpacking trip across India, too. We're going to go discover our true selves together. I have an entire list of things planned once we get married.
What are you talking about? Do you still not understand what I'm trying to tell you? He's not dating you or getting married to you. Nothing that you have planned out is ever gonna happen.
Oh, just shut up already. I am the one that's gonna be laughing at the end of this. I am the one that's gonna kiss him at the altar. Also, you did something to his phone, didn't you? You must have taken it from him or something so that he couldn't contact me. Give it back to him right now so that I can talk to him.
I have no idea what you're going on about. I don't have his phone.
You know what I'm talking about. When I message Kenny, he doesn't even read them, let alone reply to me. You must have blocked my contact on his cell phone without him knowing, or taken his phone from him completely. You're such a controlling and twisted woman after all.
He didn't do anything like that at all. He's the one that decided to stop staying in contact with you. He's no longer replying to you because he decided to keep distance from you. He thinks that you're crazy, and he doesn't want you making any more misunderstandings.
That is not true. You've tricked him into thinking that, haven't you? You can't just get rid of what's inconvenient to you just like that. Stop trying to destroy my and Kenny's relationship.
Megan, you need to come to your senses and face the truth. You are putting Kenneth in a difficult spot by doing this to you. If you're going to stay out of control like this, we won't invite you to your wedding either. Is that clear to you?
There's no need to invite me because there will be no wedding between you guys anyway. You're the one who's getting out of control. You're being delusional thinking that you're still gonna get married to him. You are splitting me and Kenny apart so that you can force your way into Kenny's life and steal him from me. If you plan on going ahead with this wedding, I have an idea too. I am not gonna hold back and let you do as you please.
An idea to stop our wedding? You better not try to do anything stupid. We've spent a lot of time and money preparing our dream wedding. It's gonna be a very special day for the both of us. Don't you dare try to do anything stupid to ruin it.
I have an important duty to protect Kenny from you. I have to do what I have to do so that he won't fall into the hands of a villain like you, Sarah. Kenny is mine, and he's going to be mine forever. I'll do anything to prevent you from marrying Kenny. I won't let you hurt him. I have to protect him, as you know that I'm the girl that he really wants to be with.
I don't know what you plan on doing, but stop right now. You're just gonna make the situation even worse for yourself. Actions have consequences, and you're gonna be punished if you try to do anything stupid. If you ever do anything to make Kenneth sad, or anything to give him trouble, I won't forgive you. I am the one getting married to Kenneth. I am the one that he proposed to. You need to give up right now. You're all like a little sister to him, Megan. Do not disappoint him any more than you already have.
Good morning, Sarah. Big day today, isn't it? The weather is absolutely horrendous today. It's forecasted to stay like this for the rest of the day, too. It's like God is trying to stop you from having this wedding as it was never meant to actually happen in the first place.
Please be quiet. I'm busy, so don't talk to me if you don't have anything important to say. I'm leaving for the wedding venue right now. I'm busy getting ready, so if you're going to give me a hard time, it's gotta wait till later. Also, Mom and Dad are gonna be watching over you today at the wedding. Don't do anything stupid as you're gonna be stopped.
Don't do anything stupid? Like what? All I'm trying to do is to rescue a prince taken in hostage. I'll rescue him from a wicked witch, no matter what. I know for sure that he doesn't want this wedding to actually happen.
A prince in hostage? A wicked witch? Are you being serious? You've really gone insane, haven't you? I've made sure to have some security keep watch on you too. I never should have allowed you to come in the first place.
Nobody is going to be able to stop me. I won't allow you to marry my boyfriend. It's definitely not going to happen. I've already completed my plan. There's no way you can get married now. I burned the pure white dress that you were planning to wear. It was never going to suit you in the first place anyway.
I'm not wearing a dress. I was never planning on wearing a white dress today either.
What are you talking about? You're just pretending to act strong, right? I know that you actually want to cry right now. Wait, are you really not wearing a dress? Wait! I am not falling for this lie. There was a pure white dress in the bride's dressing room at the wedding venue. The white dress that you were meant to wear, right?
The bride's dressing room? How did you get in there? Guests shouldn't be allowed to go inside that room.
I just snuck in there when there wasn't anyone else around. It was pretty easy for me to get inside.
So you went inside without any permission at all? And you said you burned a dress as well? Oh my God, what have you done? I am not wearing a wedding dress, so it must have been someone else's. I'm wearing an ethnic outfit for the wedding. I only have a colored dress to change into after my ceremony. Whose wedding dress was it that you burned?
How the heck do I know? You're just playing a trick on me, right? It was meant to be your dress. I just burned a white dress that was on the bride's room. That's all I did. And what do you mean you're not wearing a wedding dress? It's a wedding. Surely you must wear a dress for it.
I'm only wearing a colored evening dress at the reception. For the ceremony, I'm wearing an ethnic costume that I picked out. Not everyone gets married in a white wedding dress, you know?
What in the world? Are you really wearing an ethnic costume for your wedding? Then what does that mean I've done?
You know that Kenneth has always been interested in different cultures and ethnicities, right? I've always shared similar interests as him when I was young. That's why we decided that we'd get married in some unusual clothing. He used to put on plays as soldiers from different countries. You know that too, right?
Yeah, but I never would have expected you guys to wear weird stuff on your wedding day. So, the ethnic costume is what you're wearing?
Oh, who knows what you've done. The fact that you didn't even know this shows that you're never gonna be marrying him anyway. You better go and explain what has happened to the wedding venue staff immediately. You're gonna be in so much trouble for this.
Wait, so whose dress was it? The one that burned to ashes? There's no way I'm gonna go hand myself in. That would be such a stupid thing to do. You're the one that tricked me into doing this. It's all your fault. I thought that it was your dress that I was burning.
The venue we're using has us and another couple booked for today, so... Did you go to the other bride's dressing room, perhaps? OMG, what have you done, Megan? You didn't even check for the name on the door? Weren't you paying any attention at all? Also, why in the world are you trying to blame this on me? Even if it were my dress that you burned down, that would still be a terrible thing to do.
I thought you were the only one getting married today. How the heck was I meant to know that there were other people getting married?
Tell the staff at the venue right away that you burned the dress. They need to know about this as soon as possible. What have you done? You've ruined another bride's dress completely.
It's all your fault. I didn't do anything wrong because I had no idea about any of this. It's all your fault, Sarah. You made me do this.
You did it yourself. How the heck can you blame me? You burned down someone's wedding dress intentionally.
This wouldn't have happened if you didn't steal Kenny from me in the first place. That's the reason why we're even in this situation right now.
Oh, shut up already. Enough, Megan. Drop this nonsense right now. Kenneth is marrying me. Me! Make no mistake about it. He has been in love with me ever since we were in middle school. He has loved me all these years, Megan. You're just like a little sister to Kenneth. We are childhood friends. That's all the feelings he has for you, Megan. You're not a kid anymore. Stop playing house already. The playtime is over. If you keep acting up like this, we're both gonna cut you out of our lives completely.
But Kenny took me out on so many dates. He is so sweet to me. He always listened to me, and he gave me whatever I wanted. He loves me so much that I can't be sure about. There's just no way that I can give up on him. I'm not gonna lose out on him no matter what.
He gave you what you wanted when we were kids because you didn't listen to anyone when you were a kid. You always had to have your way with everything. So he had given up on reasoning with you a long time ago. It was no use trying to fight you or reason with you. You just don't listen to any of us after all. You don't know how many times I had to give up on my favorite toys because you never stopped crying till you got what you wanted. You demanded everything and you didn't take no for an answer. You just clung on to them and never let go. As far as those dates, you only invited yourself and took him around as you pleased. Kenneth had no choice but to go along with it. He really doesn't love you or have any romantic feelings toward you at all.
Kenny is mine. He belongs to me. I've loved him since I was a tiny little girl, and he's loved me for just as long. Stop trying to take away what's mine.
Has Kenneth ever told you that he loved you? Can't you see that it's your imagination? Or did he ever ask you out? Did he ever initiate it himself? It was always you, wasn't it? You just showed up at his doorstep every single time. Did he ever discuss marriage with you once when we were grown up? You know, as adults? No, he hasn't. We're all adults now. Things are different to back then. You can't just have everything that you want. It doesn't work like that anymore.
Well, he's never said those words to me exactly, but he's a man. And men are like that, right? They don't talk that much. I can still feel that he loves me and cares for me, even though he doesn't say those things out loud.
Kenneth isn't like that at all. He's very forward and honest in expressing his love to me. He tells me how he feels about me almost every day. He doesn't ever hold back. He even embarrasses me sometimes by how straightforward he is. If he hasn't expressed his love toward you, then it means that he doesn't love you.
What? You're just making this up as you speak. I don't believe you at all.
I am not making anything up. I am the one who's marrying him. This is a fact that nobody can change. Not you, not anyone. Your playing house was over way back in preschool. Now, grow up and go apologize for what you've done. It's time you look at reality. Stop being delusional already. You got out of control and burned someone else's dress. Do you realize just how awful that is? You've ruined somebody's precious day. You need to take responsibility for your actions no matter what. You need to make it up to them. Moving forward, Kenneth and I plan to have as little to do with you as possible. Please don't come visiting us without our permission ever again.
So now you guys are just gonna cut me out? This is so unfair. What did I ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's just not fair at all. Also, the other people aren't gonna find out about this. I'll be long gone before they have their wedding. They're probably having their ceremony after your one, right?
Actually, I think they have multiple wedding halls at this venue. I'm pretty sure they're going to be having their wedding at the same time as ours. The bride and groom should be arriving at the venue just around now. Tell the staff members. Hurry. Find them and tell them. The wedding dress is for her wedding ceremony if it's the white one, so it's the dress she needs to put on first. She would need it right away. Don't ever even think of running away from there. Tell them what you did. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You're an adult now. Don't cause any more trouble to anyone else. You stay there and take care of it. Do you understand? If not, I'm going to have to report you to the wedding venue staff myself.
Why does it have to end up like this? This was not my intention at all. I can't believe it. I better get out of here before people start finding out what happened. You better not tell anyone about this at all. Also, you better leave Kenny alone as well. He's mine! Help me. Sis, I need your help. You need to pick up the phone right now. I am in so much trouble and I need you to do something about it. Dad told me that the police came to their house. They were looking for me. He is so mad at me and is asking where I am. I can't tell him. What do I do? He was shouting and screaming at me over the phone. I am so scared.
Well, the dress you burned was custom made, with expensive material and embellishments, and it turns out that it cost $25,000 in total to make. Of course, the bride got super upset and reported it to the police. That's understandable. Not only did you destroy and ruin their dress, you also ruined their dream wedding ceremony. I heard that their ceremony didn't go according to plan at all, as the bride was crying and didn't have anything to wear. They didn't get nice photos like they had planned, and the whole ceremony had to be carried out in a terrible mood.
$25,000? Really? For just a wedding dress? Unbelievable. That's such a waste of money for something like that. I can't believe they reported me to the police over this.
It's one of the biggest events of their lives. I can totally see people spending that much. The damage that you caused them is way more than that figure, too. You ruined their wedding day, for goddamn sake. You better be ready to pay them back when they sue you for all of this. Thanks to you running away from the scene that day, we ended up having to apologize profusely to the other couple and their families. So you made the day really difficult for us, too. They were really nice and understanding, and after I explained the situation to them, they said it was only your doing, so you were to blame. And they didn't pursue it any further or tell us to take the responsibility or anything. They didn't say anything like that, which was nice. However, they did tell us that they were not going to have any mercy towards you. I'm happy that they ended up managing to go through with their wedding, though. The groom managed to cheer up the bride, and they ended up having a great wedding, regardless of what you did.
So, you're telling me that they even managed to have the wedding, but they're still reporting me to the police? Oh my god, everyone is completely overreacting about all of this.
No, it's not overreacting. Far from it. You deserve to be arrested by the police for what you did, and you also need to pay the couple back for all the damages that you caused. You burned a super expensive wedding dress and ran off. Do you not realize just how horrible that is? It's a real crime, and you've got to pay the consequences of your actions.
What's gonna happen to me now then? Do I go to jail over something like this?
Well, you will be arrested, and you probably will be sued in civil court for damages and emotional pain and stuff. So you will need to serve for your crime. You will have to pay them back for the damage. The amount that you're going to have to pay back is going to be way more than $25,000, especially if you don't hire a lawyer to help you out.
But I didn't mean for things to end up like this. I also have no idea about any of this. I don't have the money to hire a lawyer or anything. I also know nothing about this stuff. Where do I even start?
The bride and groom are really nice people. They're very patient and understanding, and the staff members tried really hard for them, so luckily they were able to secure another custom-made dress right away. So she rented it and wore it at her wedding, thankfully. If you go apologize to them directly right now and show them how sorry you are, they might go a little bit easy on you, but still you burned the dress that she hand-selected and she had designed to her liking in every detail. So you better embrace the consequences regardless of the decision that they make. What you have destroyed is tremendous. You know, not just financially, but emotionally too, which is understandable. This is a wedding dress we're talking about. It was a moment that they were going to treasure forever, you know? Now that moment is gone because of what you did.
Please help me, sis. I need you to help, please. What do I do? As I told you earlier, I know nothing about this stuff. I need you to start off by helping me find and pay for a lawyer.
I told you from now on, Kenneth and I will only have the minimal contact with you. There's absolutely no way I'm getting caught up in any of your mess.
Well, this is the necessary minimum. I really could do with your help right now. Also, I have done nothing wrong this time. It's not my fault, so I should be getting some help.
What are you talking about? This is 100% your fault. You should handle it yourself. You got yourself into this mess. The more you run away, the more harsh your punishment will be. So yeah, I'd start by making an apology first and turning yourself into the police. That's the best thing that you can do in the situation you're in. That is all I can tell you.
I only work part-time, though. I don't make that much money. There is no way I can pay for a $25,000 dress. That's outrageous. I also can't hire a lawyer or anything.
What are you talking about? There is no way it's $25,000.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Hold on a minute. I knew it. How could it be, right? How could a single dress cost $25,000, right? I thought it sounded ridiculous. There's no way it's actually that much. I owe them a lot less than that, right? That's what you're about to say.
That is not what I was about to say at all. You better expect to pay more for this. More like $70,000 total? Easily, if not more.
$70,000? What in the world are you talking about? That is such a ridiculous amount of money. Why in the world would the total come out to some ridiculous number like that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
That is the cost for the custom-made dress and for the emotional pain and suffering you caused. Think about it. You nearly destroyed their wedding, which was supposed to be the best day of their lives. The fire you caused also damaged some of the venue and other items in the room. You also ran away without handing yourself in, and it's been 3 days already. So you will be looking at some amount like that in total. That is the conservative estimate, too. I'd expect to pay a lot more if I were you.
Wait, I can't. I don't see any way I could ever pay that much. I can never pay for some big amount like that. Seriously, where am I going to get that kind of money? Why am I getting punished this much over just a wedding dress?
It means that wedding dresses carry that much importance, you know? Weddings are sacred and precious, in case you didn't know. For God's sake, you're not a kid anymore. You are a grown woman, and you single-handedly managed to ruin someone else's wedding because of your delusions and selfishness. The least you can do is to be punished properly. You get what you deserve. None of this would have happened if you had just accepted the fact that Kenneth was never interested in you.
Well, let me contact Kenny. He will surely want to help me out. He will help me for sure. I know it. He's going to marry me instead of you, and he's going to save me from this mess. He is my prince, and he's going to pay for all of this.
By the way, I have a message from Kenneth for you. He told me that he never wants to see or talk to you for the rest of his life. He was disgusted by your actions over the past few days. He said that he's blocking your number and that he's going to report you to the police if you ever try to approach him. That's what he said. He wanted me to relay the message to you. So, is that clear to you now? You're not allowed to contact or approach him anymore. If you do, you're going to get into even more trouble.
You're lying. He would never cut me off like that. He loves me. He's my prince. And I really need him to come save me right now.
Okay, I'm done talking to you. I've wasted enough time already. You need to excuse me, but I have to get ready for my honeymoon. We're leaving this weekend. I'm really busy, so you just give up, Megan, and go to the police and turn yourself in. This is my last piece of advice for you. And also, just in case you hadn't heard this yet, Mom and Dad won't help you either, Megan. They are appalled at what you did, as much as Kenneth and I are. And they said that they're going to kick you out of the house, too. So you take responsibility for what you've done on your own. There's nobody that's going to be on your side anymore.
Wait, are you saying that I will have to live on my own from now on? By myself? Without anyone helping me? I can't do that. Mom and Dad aren't really gonna kick me out, are they?
You are a grown-up. You speak English. You can find a job. You can be on your own. No reason why you can't. You will make it somehow. Now grow up and start taking responsibility for your actions. You need to apologize and do the very best you can do to make it up to the bride and groom. Do you understand? Well, goodbye then. Take care of yourself, Megan. This is the last time we ever talk.
Wait, sis, please, wait. Please help me. I need you to help me. I can't do this all by myself. I do regret burning the dress. I'll also say sorry for what I did, so please don't leave me all by myself. That's all I ask of you. I can't live on my own. Please, help. Someone just tell me what to do so that you'll forgive me, please.
We heard that Megan got arrested and got sued in a civil court as well. That was expected. However, what happened after that was beyond what any of us expected. Megan ended up owing close to $70,000 for what she had done. She had no way of repaying that money, so she started off by borrowing some money from a very sketchy group of people. Megan paid off all the money that she owed to the bride and the wedding venue. However, it all started to go downhill for her from there. The group of people that she had borrowed the money from were criminals, and they repeatedly approached her asking her to pay back the money with ridiculous interest rates. They threatened and shouted at her to give the money back, but she didn't have the money, so they decided to use her to help out with their crimes. She was used by the group as a disposable member. She was forced to do a lot of the dirty work of the group. Her main job was to dispose of the evidence for the group after a crime. One day, the group suddenly handed her a suitcase and told her to dispose of it. It smelled really bad, but they wouldn't tell her what was inside. All they did was tell her to go throw it in the ocean somewhere far away. After they left her with the suitcase, she took a peek inside as she was curious, and she found a corpse of someone. That was the moment when she finally snapped, and she realized that she could no longer take this kind of life anymore. She immediately turned herself into the police and was arrested and questioned. She ended up being sentenced for 10 years in prison for assisting various crimes. I can't believe that she ruined her life completely. She really was a lot crazier than I thought. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Lily, are you really getting married? That's the rumor I heard. Surely not. At your age? Weren't you listening at the morning meeting? That's when everyone else asked me, but when I saw the wedding invitation on my desk, I was so surprised I couldn't help asking you directly to make sure it was for real. I never thought you would be able to tie the knot. That's hilarious. Hey, is that any way to talk to your boss? Show some respect, will ya? So, where were you this morning then, when the boss announced it to the whole office? In the toilet? Dunno. Can't remember. I didn't get home until 3 this morning and spent most of the time after that hugging the toilet, if you know what I mean. What a night, though! What I can remember of it is brilliant. He must have announced it before I got there. Or when I was throwing up again. Gross. This isn't a good look, Noeline. You can't be out partying all night and show up to work in this condition. Hey now, don't be like that. It's called a tactical vomit. Otherwise, I'd never have been able to eat breakfast. Don't you ever have fun? Or have you forgotten what it's like, Grandma? I go out with my friends from time to time, and it might surprise you to hear that I have been known to have a glass of wine or two. Just enough for me to feel good. That's where you're going wrong. You don't want to feel good. You want to feel terrible. I woke up on a bench outside a children's hospital. I felt so sick I thought about checking myself in for the day. I was missing a shoe, but I didn't want to be late for work, so I ran all the way here. Luckily, I made it on time. You didn't make it here on time. Did you tell the office you were late again? No need. It was only by about 10 minutes, I think. Nobody noticed. You still have to report it if you are even a few minutes late. It's company policy. You know how strict the security is here. All right, calm down. You don't have to lecture me. Jeez, I was feeling horrendous. I was living on borrowed time last night. Borrowed from today. Oh, I think I'm going to be sick again. Anyway, more about this engagement of yours. So, you hadn't given up on marriage altogether? What's that supposed to mean? Well, you are 38 after all. I would have thought at that age, you'd have just resigned yourself to living out your days alone as an old maid. Is there really any point getting married at that age? Having kids must be out of the question. Who wants a mom old enough to be their grandmother? Just what are you implying? Whether I get married or not is my decision. It's a free country, isn't it? What does it have to do with you? Yeah, nothing to do with me, and you are free to marry whoever and whenever you like. But... I mean, you're getting on in years, so I can't help wondering how old your fiance is. If he or she is marrying you, he or she must be just as ancient as you, right? He is 40. Did you really not hear anything from the others? Well, there are accidents too. Whatever. But hey, Lily, 40? Ew, no way. That's old enough to be a grandfather. Talk about over the hill. When my dad was 40, I was 21. People actually get married at that age, huh? Wow. It really will be a senior wedding. Will the decorations all be gray? Can you even get gray flowers? Hey, you should have the ceremony in the fall so you can throw buckets of fallen leaves instead of confetti. Well, if nothing else, I learned something today. I'll need to have a nap at my desk to sleep off this vicious hangover, so I doubt I'll get much done, but at least I found out that seniors can get married too. Senior? What the hell do our ages have to do with you? God, I can't even imagine how boring a senior wedding would be. You'd better have it in the morning so the guests can all make it to the end without falling asleep. I gave you an invitation for what it's worth. I'll leave it up to you whether you attend or not. If you think it's going to be a boring waste of time, then feel free to decline the invite. We won't be drinking and throwing up until 3 a.m., if that's what you need to have a good time. Yeah. I'm actually asking because I'm getting married too. Oh, really? I wasn't aware of that. Yep. My boyfriend proposed and I said yes. So I've got to have a ceremony too. Congratulations. Don't you think the rest of the office would rather come to my wedding? I mean, the age difference alone is a no-brainer. And yes, there will be partying and vomiting until 3 a.m. for those who want it. What are you getting at? Well, everyone will be dying to see me in my wedding dress, won't they? I don't think anyone will be all that interested in seeing a woman of your age. Where's the glamour and excitement? I mean, you aren't ugly, not at all. In fact, from a certain angle, some might say you were kinda pretty. Hints of a not unattractive youth still shining through the cracks. But now... Well, you might be right. You are... How old are you? About 25? You'll look good all done up in a beautiful dress. And the hair and makeup. I just don't see why you need to compare yourself with me. What's the point? Our weddings will be completely different. I'm just trying to be realistic. If you don't get married in your 20s, this is what happens. You should have done this long ago. I don't see the problem. I never wanted to get married too young. I was pursuing a career. Now everything has come together and I'm ready. Why would you even bother to have this conversation with me? I don't regret not getting married in my 20s. Why would I? I didn't have any money back then. Life would have been tough. Everyone is different. One of my friends in high school got married to her boyfriend the day after they graduated. She divorced him less than a year later. When the timing is right, you just know. When the time is right, you'll know. Don't show off and try to make it sound like some romantic fairy tale. You're just getting married late. I'm just stating facts. I'm not trying to show off. I wasn't ready to get married in my 20s, and now I am. It's as simple as that. Is there any reason for you wanting to compare us? I'll have my wedding my way, and you can do whatever you like with yours. Right? Yeah, about that. I guess you'll find out on the day of your ceremony.
What does that mean?
You'll find out just how much people value you on the day of your wedding.
You'll find out just how much people value you on the day of your wedding. Is that a saying where you are from? I've never heard it before.
No, it's not a saying. It's something I'm saying. To you. You'll find out your worth to others on your wedding day.
I don't think you can judge what people think of you on just one day. That seems awfully shallow. And anyway, your sense of worth doesn't come from other people. It comes from confidence in yourself. And experience.
That's not up to you to decide, Grandma.
Hi. Did you give out the wedding invitations?
Yep, this morning. You?
Yeah, me too.
Good. So it's really going ahead then. I thought this day would never come.
Sorry for making you wait so long.
Hey, come on. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not complaining. I'm just looking forward to finally making it official. I was quite happy to just carry on the way we have been. I don't have a single complaint. It just hasn't sunk in yet that we are actually going to do it.
Well, I told you I'd do it properly down on one knee when my situation allowed it.
Yeah, you did. I'm grateful you thought the whole thing through. I think we've picked a good time to announce it.
I really appreciate your patience. I'll be here for you from now on.
You've already done enough. Thank you, Luke. I'm really looking forward to the wedding. Do you think everyone will come?
Of course. What possible reason would anyone have to not be at your wedding? How was the reaction of the team in your office? Did they all agree to come?
I wonder. There's one who I'm not too sure about.
What do you mean? Did someone get on your bad side? Not that I think you have one.
Maybe I'm just being paranoid and I don't have any proof, but I get the feeling one of the office girls is planning something. Good morning, Grandma! Today is the day of your wedding, too, isn't it?
Grandma, you really don't know when you've crossed the line, do you? And yes, today is the day. What do you mean by your wedding, too?
I can't make it. Sorry.
When you didn't reply, I assumed as much. I wished you told me directly and a bit sooner, though. Just in case I had a seat for you at our office table, near the bar.
I reckon all of those seats are gonna go to waste.
Why is that? What do you mean?
I doubt anyone will be going to your ceremony. That's what I mean. It's a shame. I know you will have been looking forward to it. But it can't be avoided, can it? I mean, who wants to be seen at the gray wedding anyway?
Hey, give it a rest with the old people jokes, would you? I'm your boss and you should show some respect.
Yes, I see. Surprise! Today is my wedding day too.
What?
So what I've been trying to say is that nobody is going to go to your wedding when given the choice of A, the young couple's wedding, which is guaranteed to be fun, and B, Grandma's wedding, where there will be special parking for mobility scooters and nurses standing by in case anyone's heart stops.
So, you're getting married today too? Did you plan it this way? Force people to choose in the hope that nobody came to mind? Was that your plan?
Now you are starting to get it. When I found out that you were planning to have your wedding on the same day as mine, I knew for sure that people would ditch yours in favor of mine. I wasn't worried at all. I was actually looking forward to it. I mean, I'm not an evil person at heart, but the competition, or lack of it, gave me a little thrill. You'd feel so embarrassed when everyone canceled at the last minute and flocked to my venue. I can't deny I was enjoying the thought of taking you down a peg or two. Always waltzing around the office like the boss of the whole company.
So you deliberately arranged your wedding to be on the same day to embarrass me? You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, well, I did. And now no one is going to be at your wedding. What's done is done, so you'll just have to suck it up and say your vows to an empty church.
You're probably right. I'm just wondering, though. Did everyone actually say that they were going to be at your wedding? I mean, you have assumed that they would all choose you over me, but did you hear them say that? To your face? You think they'll all show up?
Of course they will. What a stupid question. Cool young people like us don't bother with old-fashioned things like invites. How many trees had to be sacrificed so you could have nice invitations? No, I just sent out WhatsApp messages last night. It was sudden, so people haven't replied yet. They'll be busy changing taxi plans and presents and things like that. But they'll all be here.
Well, I've got to admire your confidence.
Sorry our days clashed and left you without any guests. Mine will be here any minute.
Everyone on my guest list is here, except you.
What?
I really don't understand why you were so confident everyone would just suddenly change and go to your wedding, but everyone is here. We're about to start.
How? What? Why?
I've just been told the chapel doors are open and people are moving in from the lobby. I feel a tiny bit guilty, though. I mean, I'm sure that even though most people were happy to accept the invitation, there may have been a few that felt it was an obligation.
What is? Why?
So, you never even read the invitation? So you didn't read the name of the man I'm marrying?
What do you mean?
My fiance is the president of this company. You really should have taken the time to read the invite. Or perhaps you did read it, but don't even know the name of the president? I'm not sure which is worse. But whichever is the case, both are equally as big a mistake, and in the end, it doesn't really matter, does it?
What? Nobody told me! How was I supposed to know that? And why are you marrying the damn president? Is it the new president?
The one and only.
No! That's not possible. He's the head of the Zurich branch. He's not even in this country. How can you be marrying him?
We managed to stay together even though he was on the other side of the planet. That part actually made it easy to keep our relationship a secret.
No way. You're just saying this to get back at me for taking all your wedding guests, aren't you? I thought you were getting old and starting to panic about being single forever. That's why you decided to marry any old guy that would take you.
We waited while he was posted to the Zurich office, but when we knew Luke would be the next president, we knew he'd be coming back. So we started talking seriously about getting married. So I wasn't ever worried about being single forever, as you imagined. Remember what I said about timing?
Yeah, but why didn't you tell me? You could have said something before I went and made an idiot of myself. You're marrying the president. Of course everyone is going to be there. They'd be too scared not to attend.
True, but I don't think anyone really feels forced. He's a great boss, and I've never heard anyone complain. Remember, no one knew about us. Anyway, everyone is here having a great time. It should be a reception. You are the only one not here, but that doesn't really matter.
Why would you say something like that?
Well, you'll be quitting on Monday, won't you? I mean, that's what you always wanted, right? Get married young and then become a homemaker?
Well, yeah, but I haven't said when I was leaving. I still haven't decided.
Oh, you hadn't? Then that's really not the best attitude to be showing at work, is it? Basically, with a new president to try and impress.
My attitude?
You never take any of my advice. You also never make any attempt to improve yourself. Never come to training sessions, and you're late most days. Did I miss any? Oh, yes. Assuming that people would just not show up to the president's wedding in favor of yours. That's a fatal error.
Wait a moment, So, not a single person from work will be coming here?
I don't know what time your wedding starts, but everyone from the office is here. Right now. I'm looking at them filing into the chapel on the monitor in the bride's waiting room. Even Jimmy from accounts made it, and his mother's funeral was yesterday. Yep, everyone has come.
What about me?
Well, you've got your wedding to attend. You'd be best to focus on that. It's your big day, after all.
That's easy for you to say, but if no one comes, I can't have a ceremony, can I?
Sure you can. People do it all the time.
No, you don't understand. I've only invited people from work.
Well, that was silly. Why'd you go and do that?
The venue can only cater for 50 people, so I only invited the staff. I thought they'd all come.
I don't think people will finish up here and then go there. You don't usually attend 2 weddings on the same day. Has nobody answered your text invite?
Some did. They reacted as if I was joking. Some of them just sent lol and clown emojis. A few eggplants, too. I didn't understand that.
That'll be it. People must have thought you were joking. Who would do something so monumentally stupid as to try and have their wedding when the president and his bride had already sent out invitations? They'd have to be absolutely bonkers.
Oh, so it's true then. No one is coming to my wedding.
Yup. And to think, this whole thing started because you wanted to humiliate me. That backfired spectacularly. I kind of feel sorry for you, but it's beyond my power to fix.
This is all too much to take. Why, oh why didn't you tell me you were marrying the president? You didn't give me the most important piece of information. Now my life is ruined.
That's rubbish. I told everyone at the morning meeting before you launched your crusade to humiliate and belittle me. It's not my fault if you were late and missed the meeting. It shows how little you respect the company if you didn't even bother to ask what was in the meeting. I hate to say it, but if I were you, I would consider the fact that nobody bothered to tell you a pretty good indication of your worth. No?
This is the worst day of my life. I even paid extra to have my wedding today so it was the same day as yours.
It's a mystery to me why you'd even want to do that in the first place.
Oh, this sucks. I want to crawl into a cave and die.
If you still intend to show your face at the office, I'd try and learn some basic manners. Common sense, too. And stop calling me Grandma. Got it?
You won't tell the boss, will you? He'll fire me. Please don't tell him.
If you really do value your job, then you'd better start making more use of yourself. If being young is your only attribute, then I'll fire you myself. And learn to show some respect. In the end, not a single guest showed up at Noeline's wedding. She was forced to cancel and hang her head in shame. The groom and his family basically chased her out of the chapel when they found out the reason. The groom's mother refused to let her son marry such a trivial and shallow woman. Looking back, he pretty much counts as lucky stars he avoided what would have probably been a troubled marriage. Noeline was left with a huge debt to pay for an empty venue. So even though quitting her job would have been the best option, she was forced to stay on. She goes about her work every day in humiliation without speaking to anyone unless absolutely necessary. She can't bear to look me or the president in the eye. She has learned how to say please and thank you, so I guess that's a start. Who knows? Maybe one day she'll work her way up to being a pleasant young woman. But by then she'll probably be so old that the office girls call her Grandma.
Hey you, I heard that you closed another deal recently. Don't you think that you're getting a bit carried away?
Ralph, how are you? Yes, it's true that I just finalized another contract. Things have been going very well for me since I started working here. It's been such a smooth transition thanks to everyone's support. And no, there's absolutely no reason for me to get carried away.
Yeah, right. So what if you had the highest number of contracts closed this month? The bottom line is that you're just a woman, and you'll never measure up to the rest of us in the department. You were just a bit luckier than the rest of us this month. Don't think that you can go around bragging about your performance just because our manager happened to compliment your efforts. Besides, you've only been here a few months, so you can't do a man's share of the work even if you tried. If you're gonna be acting like some big shot for getting a few contracts, you should just stick to making coffee for the real business specialists here. All of your male colleagues could use a cup of coffee, or two.
That's extremely sexist of you. What do you think would happen if I report this sort of gender discrimination to HR?
Oh, be quiet. So what if you decide to report me? It's not like they can do anything about it. And who do you think you are talking to me like that? I'm your senior. Do what you want, but let me tell you now that you'll just regret it later.
Is that also a threat? Ralph, you really should stop saying things like that. Don't you have any shame? Just because you're my senior doesn't mean that you can get away with anything you want.
Oh, you poor woman. Do you really think that defying me like that will actually get you anywhere in this company? You must be missing some screws in your head or something.
You must think you can look down on me just because I'm a mid-career hire. I might be the newest one in this company, but don't forget that I have just as much experience as you in this industry. Or are you just acting that way because I'm a woman? I hope not, because gender discrimination is such a thing of the past.
You're really bossy, aren't you? That's why I can't stand women like you. You always have one too many things to say. And especially since I'm your senior, you have no right to talk to me like that. Don't be so full of yourself just because you closed the most contracts in our department this month. I'm sure it was just beginner's luck. Do you think that makes you so great all of a sudden?
Of course not. I don't think I'm any more distinguished than anyone here. But I worked really hard to get those contracts, so it was just the result of my efforts. It was definitely not because of luck.
Huh? But you don't think that makes you some kind of elite employee or anything, do you? It's pretty obvious that I'm more elite than you, so don't think that you can easily surpass my reputation.
I'm not so sure about that. I haven't heard of you getting any new contracts recently. Are you really being proactive towards your sales?
What? How dare you say such a thing?
My latest contract is worth 500 grand, just to let you know. And if I remember correctly, you haven't gotten a single contract yet this month.
You know what? I just thought of a really great idea. I'm gonna take over your contract from now.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
You heard me. Let me handle the contract from now, and I'll just take the credit for the whole thing. It's such a genius idea. I can't believe I never thought of it before now.
How can you even suggest such a ridiculous thing? That's absolutely impossible.
That's where you're wrong, because I can make it happen. It's exactly how I've built up my elite reputation here.
How can you proudly admit to such a terrible thing? What you've been doing is fraud. You better not try and play any games with me because you won't get away with it. I really hope that you're not serious about trying to steal my contract. There's nothing more unprofessional than that.
How many times do I have to remind you that I'm your senior? Your role is to listen and do exactly as I say. Besides, you were just lucky this time around. You're not going to be able to keep this up, believe me. Even regarding your latest contract, aren't you still in the negotiation phase?
Well, we haven't finalized the terms yet, but based on our latest meeting, it's pretty much a closed deal. So please don't try and mess anything up.
Don't be ridiculous. I only want to show you how a successful business discussion should look like, so let me take over the final negotiations with the client.
Excuse me?
There's no way that an inexperienced woman like you could lead such an important meeting. It'll be much better for our company if I'm involved in the negotiations. I'm certain that I'll be able to get them to accept our terms.
That's not the issue here. I've worked with this client for over a month until they finally agreed to sign the contract with us. Besides, it'll be impossible for you to take over the negotiations this late in the game. I really don't think that's a good idea.
Don't worry, anything that you can do, I can certainly do much better. You'll see.
You don't understand. It'll just cause a huge problem. I can't let you handle this.
Oh, be quiet. You just keep your mouth shut and watch me do my thing. I don't need your help whatsoever.
Have you been listening to anything I've said? I really hope that you're not serious about stealing this contract from me. You're better off putting some effort into getting your own contracts. Nothing good will come out of doing dishonest work.
So, the final negotiation for your latest contract is just one day away. It's one of our largest contracts this month. Are you prepared for the meeting?
Of course! I've dedicated most of my time this week in preparing the final presentation. I'm just going through the details now to make sure that nothing is missing.
How impressive. I knew that I could count on you to be our department's hope. I hope that you'll keep up your great work and continue contributing to this department. I'm looking forward to your further success.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best so that I'm able to meet your expectations.
Your proficient language skills really made a big difference this time. I'm sure that it will be an advantage to our department to have someone as capable as you. It's also a possibility that I'll be promoted to general manager depending on how the latest contract works out. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the future of our department depends on your skills.
I'm quite confident that I'll be able to make a positive contribution here.
I'm glad to hear that, but I was a bit surprised to hear about Rolf this time. Is it true that he was the one leading the negotiations for your contract?
Excuse me? I don't understand what you mean.
He's already reported to me how everything went. I just didn't realize that he was involved in this contract to begin with.
I'm sorry to inform you, but Ralph has nothing to do with this contract whatsoever.
I was informed that he was going to be leading the final meeting tomorrow. Is that not the case?
As far as I'm concerned, no.
There must be some kind of misunderstanding in that case. Please make sure that you clear this up by tomorrow. We wouldn't want to lose a contract that's potentially worth $500,000 just because of some internal discord.
Of course, that'll never happen. There's a perfectly legitimate reason why Ralph is unable to lead this meeting. I promise that I'll deal with this matter thoroughly, so please don't worry about it. Ralph, this is your doing, isn't it? What were you thinking, locking me in the storage closet like this? Let me out right now!
Of course it was me. Why don't you just organize the documents in there or something, while I go finalize negotiations on my contract?
That's ridiculous. This is my contract and you know it. I can't believe that you would intentionally sabotage my work like this.
I'm not sabotaging anything. The contract is still here. It's just that having a more experienced senior like me take over this meeting would better benefit everyone involved. So leave the important discussions up to me, and you don't need to worry your little head about getting more clients. That's a man's job anyway. You can keep yourself busy with making coffee for the office, or organizing our filing system, or something.
Don't be ridiculous. This is my contract, and I was the one handling every aspect of this deal from the very beginning. It's unprofessional that I won't be present during our final meeting, and I'm certain that the client will be extremely uncomfortable dealing with someone with no connection to this contract. Please, you'll just end up making a mess out of everything I've worked on.
It's too late anyways. Even if you get out now, you'll never make it in time for the meeting. Don't worry, I have all the information that I need right here in the presentation that you prepared.
It doesn't matter that you have the presentation. Haven't you been listening to anything I've been saying? It's impossible for you to negotiate any terms with this particular client. It's starting to feel like a waste of time even trying to convince you otherwise.
Whatever, but let me tell you one last time. You're just a woman. If you think that you can be considered our equals, you're completely wrong. We're all elite men here, and we're definitely not of the same rank. Besides, you weren't even working here until a few months ago. There's no way that someone inexperienced like you could close off a deal that's worth $500,000. Like I said, let me handle the final negotiations, and you just stick to bringing in the coffee.
Fine. In that case, I hope that you're proficient in Hungarian.
What?
If you're so adamant about taking over this contract, it means that you can lead the discussion in Hungarian, right? You do know that the client is from Hungary.
They're Hungarian?
Yes, why do you seem so surprised? Don't tell me that you were planning to go into this meeting without even knowing anything about the client. I see why your performance has been so terrible lately.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the client being Hungarian. I'm sure that they can also speak English. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so willing to sign the deal with us. It won't be a problem, right? I don't see the reason why this meeting has to be conducted in Hungarian. They must speak English to a certain degree.
That's exactly the sort of behavior that gets in the way of you getting ahead in your career.
Huh? How dare you say such a thing?
Well, the reason why we were able to connect with this company in the first place is because I reached out to them in Mandarin. We never had the opportunity to propose any offer to them before because of the language barrier. Of course, the client is able to communicate in English, but they do business all over the world. But by communicating with them in their native language, they understand our sincerity in wanting to do business with them. And of course, they felt more at ease that they could communicate in their mother tongue. So isn't it obvious that the final meeting with them should take place in Hungarian as well?
You're kidding, right?
I bet you're not feeling so elite right now after hearing all this, huh? You must feel nervous about going into that meeting, especially since you won't be able to even have a single conversation with the client. It's like you're going in there to dig your own grave.
Are you really sure that this meeting has to take place in Hungarian? That makes no sense.
You can't do it, right? Of course not. And I've been telling you from the beginning that you're incapable of handling this meeting. Unless you all of a sudden became fluent in Hungarian in the past few minutes.
Be quiet.
You see, you should have listened to what I've been saying all this time. But you went behind my back and even involved Philip in all this. How are you going to take responsibility if this meeting ends in a catastrophe? It would be your fault if all my work with this client goes to waste.
How come you're fluent in Hungarian in the first place? You were just hired like 2 months ago.
What difference does it make whether I was hired as a mid-career recruit or as a new college graduate? I have the skills and experience that this position requires. Besides, getting hired mid-career is a tougher process if you ask some people. So I'm sure that the managers were certain that I would make a positive contribution here before offering me the job.
What skills? You mean your ability to grovel at the manager's feet so they reluctantly have to take you in? Why don't you tell me exactly what it is that you think you can do?
Are you really that clueless? As a matter of fact, I'm completely fluent in 5 languages.
What?
I've heard you bragging that you speak Spanish fluently because you lived in South America for a few years. But the last time we had a video conference with our client in Argentina, you were completely silent the entire time. Are you really sure that you understand the language? Because it didn't seem like you even realized they were asking some questions at the end.
That's not true. That was just a network problem, and I couldn't hear what they were saying.
How is that possible? We were all connected to the same in-office network, so it wouldn't make sense that you were the only one having network issues. It's obvious that you have no idea what the client was saying, so stop trying to make excuses for yourself. Are you sure that you can really speak Spanish?
That has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
You're absolutely right. Because the meeting you're about to lead right now will be with our Hungarian client. It wouldn't be any use even if you were fluent in Spanish.
What am I supposed to do now? There's no way I can do this in Hungarian. What about the presentation materials? I can just refer to them, right? Or why don't I just have them look through everything themselves?
Just so you know, all the documents are in Hungarian. Are you even able to read any of it?
What?
If you're not even able to comprehend any of the materials, how are you planning on discussing anything with the clients? I hope you weren't just planning to hand out the documents and have them sign the contract. That's not how a business negotiation works.
This isn't how it was supposed to be. You better fix this right now.
And how exactly do you expect me to help you? You locked me inside the storage closet, remember? Perhaps you finally realize what a huge mistake you've made. If I'm not present for that meeting, I can assure you that the client is very likely to break off negotiations with us. And if we lose this contract, it would be a huge blow to our department, or rather, the entire company's reputation. I hope you know that it's all going to be your responsibility.
I'm not taking responsibility for anything.
But this is all because you let your ego get in the way. I can't believe how childish you're acting. You seem to think that there's nothing wrong with tricking someone as long as you benefit from their despair. That's why you're stuck in this dilemma right now. And besides, this isn't the first time you're doing something like this, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you sure? I know for a fact that this isn't the first time you're trying to take the credit for someone else's achievements. You've done this sort of thing repeatedly in the past. Perhaps since it was the only way to keep your performance from falling behind everyone else? Are you trying to imply that you can order people around just because you have seniority? Stop trying to fool yourself already. That's not how things work in a professional environment.
How do you even know about all that? It doesn't even have anything to do with you.
You're right. It's nothing that concerns me personally. But what if I decide to report this to our manager or to HR? What do you think will happen then?
What? You can't do that.
Do you want to know what I think will happen? Your so-called reputation as an elite employee will be ruined, and I'm sure you'll lose all possibility of any kind of promotion. Or perhaps you were never on your way for a promotion to begin with.
You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm one of the top consultants in this department. Of course I'm elite. Don't you dare try and make it seem otherwise.
If you claim to be such an elite consultant, why don't you do the work that's equivalent to that kind of status? As far as I can tell, you're just all talk and have nothing to prove your ability to get any work done. Stop trying to make up for your lack of skill with your overinflated ego.
It's not that I lack the skills. Just forget about all that and get over here right now. Stop wasting any more time. I'll let you sit in on this meeting as my assistant.
No thanks. I don't think I'll be joining you for that meeting. I have no intention of helping you whatsoever. Go ahead and make a fool of yourself in front of everyone for all I care. I'll at least wish you the best of luck in getting through that meeting in Hungarian. After that, Ralph ended up going into the meeting on his own and tried to get through it in English. But his lack of consideration not only caused the client to be offended, but they were so angered that they immediately canceled the meeting and kicked him out of the room. We soon received a call from the client specifically requesting that Sheila be the only one handling their negotiations. And they were very adamant about Ralph not being allowed anywhere near the contract. It didn't take long for everyone to find out that he was the culprit behind this incident, from locking Sheila inside the storage closet to lying about who should get the credit for this work. It wasn't a surprise that he was punished with a pay cut, and everyone in the department started giving him the cold shoulder before long. He became the laughingstock of the office and was a complete embarrassment both in and out of the office. On the other hand, Sheila was given a promotion for her accomplishments, whereas Ralph was ordered to work under my management. I hope that he's completely humiliated by this reversal of roles. I don't know how many employees he's bullied like this until now, but it makes me smile to know that all the new hires we had this year, including Sheila, have already been promoted to a higher position than him. He brought this all upon himself and absolutely deserves to be left behind like this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to see more content.